Here at Asclepius, we teach heavily about the carnivore diet. Now, I am also a firm believer in balance, and it is also good to get certain greens that you get a lot of your vitamins within meat, most of your vitamins essentially. But it is also good to have a balance with alkalinity, in my opinion, with the acidic foods such as carnivore meats. I could talk about why one diet is better than the other and vice versa, but all I'm here to do is to give the benefits of why it's important to get some greens in your system. If you're looking to incorporate more plant-based foods or greens, and when I say plant-based, I'm not talking the processed foods that you get out, like a veggie burger or those kinds of foods, because there's a ton of unhealthy ingredients in those types of meats. I'm talking about things such as pure vegetables that you can get from the ground, like your peppers, your carrots. These are the kinds of vegetables that I'm talking about with one ingredient in them. So start small with those types of vegetables. Start juicing. Maybe do a little bit of a juice and see how that makes you feel. Try new recipes. There's tons of different things that you can get from beans, lentils even, as well as other sorts of vegetables that you can incorporate into your diet. Again, vegetables are high in alkaline, which alkaline is actually proven, research shows, to starve disease. And if you're someone where you're wanting to try a diet that is more plant-based, go for some proteins like chickpeas. Don't get me wrong, I'm always going to advocate to choose meat over plants first because you get way more nutrients in meat. And you have to be purposeful driven when it comes to eating. But if you're just like, hey, I just want to give plant diets a try, then by all means, make sure you get your proteins in you. No matter what your diet is, whether it's carnivore, whether it's plant-based, I mean, there's so many different diets out there. As long as you're intentional and you're purposeful eating, and depending on what your goal is, that is something you need to keep in mind depending on which diet you want to choose and most importantly stay with. Now, if somebody is completely deficient in a ton of vitamins, they have low energy, brain fog, I will tell you 1,000% all day, every day, you need to be more on a carnivore diet and eat more meat. I could go on and on about this topic. Moral of the story, pick a diet that works for you. If you have ailments or if you're not feeling well, and you've been doing the same diet for years, try something different. Like if you're a vegan, maybe try being a carnivore. Like if you're a carnivore and you're still not, maybe try being a vegan. I don't know. I'm not perfect at this. I know what's good for my body. But if you don't know what's good for your body and you're tired of feeling like crap and feeling like the same way you always do, switch it up. I encourage you to go have a blood work done to see what vitamins you're deficient in. And thoroughly do your research. Don't just listen to these influencers that preach about certain diets. Do what works best for you. But most importantly, actually try certain foods. Be purposeful with it. Don't be emotional with it. That's the problem with most of society. So again, I'm a firm believer in like you got to work both sides of the coin, okay? I'm definitely more carnivore though personally. That's what we teach within Asclepius for our members. But I also understand some people's body types as well. So again, do what works best for you. I hope this helps. What do you personally prefer and why?